Newstalk 1250 KBRF. Listen anytime, any place with the new Fergus Now app on your phone. It is the first Wednesday of the month, and that means it's time for Chamber on the Air. Joining me, I've got Lisa Workman with the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce. How's it going, Lisa?
Hey, Dave. It's a fantastic March Wednesday. Can you believe that?
It is gorgeous.
We are already into our March, and welcome to Chamber on the Air. This is one of my favorite days of every month as we get to feature our chamber members, and we kind of have a little party in the studio, but we invite everyone to join us on that, and we're going to feature chamber members today, and we're going to tell you how you can get connected to even more of our great chamber members. We have Chamber Cafe coming up on March 10th. It'll be hosted by Greater Fergus Falls and the Fergus Falls Chamber, and Natalia Bowman will be joining us a little bit later on the show, talk about things that are going on with Greater Fergus Falls. But Chamber Cafe, we're going virtual, so anyone can attend. We don't have to worry about weather delays, which can be so frequent in March. And we invite you to go to our website at fergusfalls.com, and you can register. It doesn't cost you anything to register for Virtual Chamber Cafe. It doesn't cost you anything to attend. And if you register by March 7th, you'll get a drawing for gift cards for breakfast. So we'll have several folks that are going to win breakfast from a variety of our chamber member restaurants. So, Chamber on the Air today, we're going to talk about winter and we're going to talk about summer. So, we're going to start with a new business in Fergus Falls. Tom Roofer is the proud owner of Otterbeefresh, and that is, well, we think about winter, but also summer stuff too. So, Tom, congratulations on taking the entrepreneur leap. Tell folks what Otterbeefresh is all about.
Well, thank you very much, Lisa. I appreciate that. Otterbeefresh sanitizing and odor control is the unofficial tagline for that. And what I have is I have an ozone sanitizing cabinet, a big stainless steel 64 cubic feet cabinet, and it's the exact same one that the Minnesota Wild and the Vikings use to get all of the bugs out of their gear. It kills
the stinky bugs.
Yeah,
not
all
like
of them.
Creepy crawly bugs.
No, not bugs. But I mean, I think it actually works on those too. But hopefully, that's not going to be an issue. But staph, MRSA, E. coli, COVID, viruses, germs, bacteria, etc. You name it. The ozone reaction oxidizes and neutralizes it all. So anything that fits in the cabinet that is perhaps difficult to wash. I can do pet beds, couch cushions, of course, sports gear, cleats, boots, deer hunting clothing. A lot of people use ozone for removing the scent from their deer hunting clothing. So get your whole hunting party together and let me know.
Not that it's stinky, but it just removes the smell.
Yeah, I guess you want to get the
laundry detergent.
Yeah, you want to get the people smell out of it.
Okay.
So that's exactly what this is designed to do. So very, very effective.
Brand new service for Fergus Falls, and again, with hockey season wrapping up for many families, now is the time where a lot of them are wondering, now what do we do with this gear? Like, do we just burn it?
Yeah, you don't want to put away
stinky
gear, have it stinking up some room in your house. So, yeah, swing by me and I will certainly take care of it.
Well, and in addition to gear too, how about, as we start thinking about, it's a little warmer and the snow starts melting, and we start thinking about, folks who are seasonal might be opening cabins, and they might have that not so nice aroma.
Yep. That's I have a portable unit that can do spaces as well. It's a very powerful machine, and if you're going to be opening up your cabin for the year, let me know. I can swing out there, run the machine for an hour or so, depending on the size of the area. And when you come in, it basically doesn't smell like anything.
Right, and so it's not like you're covering it with a perfume or any odorizer.
Yeah.
Or
deodorizer. Yeah, I guess.
You're not covering stink with other stink.
Yeah, and it's a completely dry process. It just uses ozone gas. The only byproduct is oxygen, and it actually attacks the whatever is causing the smell. It oxidizes it, and it works. I can do vehicles. I've done vehicles for folks that smoke, and when I get done, you can't tell that they smoke.
Wow. How about for like homes? Let's say maybe you were thinking about putting your house on the market this spring, and when you live in a house for a certain number of years or a certain period of time, we kind of go, we've seen the commercial, the going nose blind, where the bedroom is full of these ginormous stinky socks. You go nose blind to a smell.
Yeah. Or you've got that mudroom that smells like feet because it's full of shoes. Not only can I take all of your shoes and boots and hats and mittens and gloves and put them in the machine, then I can come in with my portable unit and get the smell out. So, and with all the snow that we've had, unfortunately, a lot of people are going to have wet basements.
Yes.
So, in the spring, when you can get your basement dried out and you've got the smell left over, give me a call. I'll stop by. We do have to clear the house of anything living, people, pets, because, ozone is 3,500 times more powerful than bleach as an oxidizer, but it doesn't bleach materials like bleach does. It's pretty amazing. It's kind of the wonder gas I've learned.
Yeah.
So,
super cool.
Yeah.
So if folks are interested and want to know more, what's the best way to get in touch with you? I know you have really affordable rates too, because I think people might be thinking, well, wow, this sounds like it's going to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
no, like hockey gear. What's your going rate for hockey gear?
Yeah,
as an example.
Yep, for people that live in Fergus Falls, $25 per set. If you have a family of more than 3 hockey players, I have a $75 family cap, so we'll fit all your gear in there. And then if you get a group together, if you've got a whole team that wants it done, I've got better group discounts available. So best way to get a hold of me is my phone number is 218-505 Otter, OTTR, which is 218-505-6887. I do have a Facebook page, Otterbeefresh. Also a website, otterbfresh.com.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on your new business, Otterbeefresh, helping the Fergus Falls area smell fresh and clean.
Fresh and clean.
Yeah.
Actually pretty neutral, but that's better than stinky. And I just have to give a quick shout out to Greater Fergus Falls. Natalia and her team helped walk me through the entire process of starting up the business. It was very, very helpful. And so if anybody out there is thinking of doing the same, reach out to Greater Fergus Falls because they've got a great program in place.
Great resources. And we're going to hear from Natalia in a little bit too. So we've been talking about hockey, end of the season, opening up cabins for spring, maybe opening up your camper, maybe that's got that smell.
Or if your tent smells a little musty.
Exactly.
You name it.
And so now you're thinking, I need to plan my summer vacation.
Yep.
So we, here at the Chamber, we're going to hook you up with that too. We've got Thomas Bales here. He's one of the owners of Swan Lake Resort and Campground in Fergus Falls. Thomas, welcome to Ottertail County.
Thank you for having me, Lisa.
Glad to have you here. And you guys are the new owners of Swan Lake Resort and Campground, taking ownership, just over a year ago?
Just a little bit under. We
not even a year ago.
Right, not even. We closed on May 20th last year. So right before Memorial Day weekend and when all the chaos started. But we've been scrambling and staying one step ahead of it ever since.
Oh, fantastic. And we are all looking forward to the days when we can get out to the lake and out to the resort and things like that. So tell us, you guys have made some different changes and done some things at the resort. Tell us about some of those cool things that have been going on.
Yeah, I think we're keeping the majority of it the same. So the core kind of identity of the campground and resort is meant for families. It's meant to enjoy the water, and it's meant to just come have a relaxing, kind of active time.
Right.
And so we've kind of just been giving it a little bit of facelift here and there. We added a whole bunch of flowers for folks just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. I should kind of preface that I'm not the sole owner. It's actually kind of a joint operation with several of us. It's my long-term girlfriend, my younger brother, and 2 of my really good friends, so a childhood friend and a college travel abroad friend. And so the 5 of us are kind of going in on the deal. So I'm operating the day-to-day things, but they often come up during the weekends to help run activities. That can be anywhere from volleyball with the kids on a Saturday afternoon to kind of a kids club arts and crafts session when we have our busy time. So we've been doing... The things we've been adding are relatively simple, but it's things like volleyball courts and spike ball nets and new water toys like swim rafts and log rollers. So we're just trying to get people outside off their phones and moving around. Really
some active things. I think that's what's cool too, is that, with the different perspectives of a new ownership group and the 5 personalities and his backgrounds, you guys bring some diverse backgrounds that you're again, bringing in some new activities and ways for families to be engaged and to get out and enjoy the great outdoors, enjoy Ottertail County, and the families don't have to do all the planning. You guys are taking that on.
Exactly. Well, on the campground, there's a nice range of lodging options. We got anywhere from, cabins that have full kitchens and bathrooms that can sleep anywhere from 6 to 8, down to bring your RV. We got full hookup sites. If you want to go even simpler, we got some primitive tent sites that are kind of the more traditional camping. And if you just want to come for the day, we've got the beach there. We sell day passes, and you come hang out for a couple hours, barbecue right there, and then head home.
Well, and I think that's a fun thing, too, is that if folks live in this area, invite your friends and family to either reserve a cabin or reserve their RV site. And if you live here, come out and join them for the day, and everyone can get together out there. Are you guys taking reservations for the spring and summer, or when's opening day? How soon can we get out there?
Yeah, our season is technically runs May 1st to October 1st. We got to kind of work around the bear of winter. But I came from the tech background. So one thing I've been doing is kind of launching a new website and an online reservation system. So you kind of used to have to call in, and it was a little bit of a back and forth. But the new generation of campers, the millennials are so
tech savvy,
and they're totally comfortable booking kind of without talking to someone. Sometimes they're a little nervous to talk to someone. and so we have a new online reservation system. You can check us out at swanlake.camp. And we have an Instagram, Facebook page as well it'll link there. But then you can book online. And that's been open actually since last fall.
Wow.
So a disclaimer, I think we're getting pretty busy. I just was at the National RV Campground School with one of the industry groups down in South Carolina.
Very
and so
cool.
I was kind of mingling and hearing the state of the industry from several other owners and operators. And last year was a record year, and next year they're already forecasting across the entire country that it's going to be a boom year. And so some folks have called in and have been a little bit frustrated that things are booking up already. And
right.
That's not just our campground, it's actually all across the state.
So now is the time to start thinking about summer and making those reservations. Well, welcome officially to Ottertail County, to you and the group that are owning and running the Swan Lake Resort and Campground. We invite folks to check it out online. You can, of course, find out information on the Chamber's website at fergusfalls.com and start planning those summer vacations now. Give us something all to look forward to as we get through this messy part of the year. Well, we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we've got more guests, more great chamber members to talk to. Stay tuned.
To live wide open in Fergus Falls, I believe there's so many opportunities with natural resources, with the strong business community that we have and the support that we have and the arts. As young people have more of an opportunity to choose where they want to live than they ever have in history, the unique assets that we have in Fergus Falls, including our historic downtown and the beautiful river that runs through it. And so as Fergus Falls, as we turn towards the river and kind of re-engage with the river, I really think that it's going to appeal to young people and their choice of where they want to live and raise a family.
News Talk 1250 KBRF, and we're back on with Chamber on the Air with Lisa Workman.
Gosh, Dave, there is so much just amazing things happening throughout Fergus Falls, throughout Ottertail County. I just wish everyone had my job where they got to see firsthand all the cool things that are going on in Fergus Falls. Here we had Tom and Thomas with new businesses and new business ownerships. And now we're going to talk about Hillcrest Lutheran Academy. Brad Hoganson is here along with Carrie Bjorndal. And wow, I just have to say, like, I hadn't gone by the construction site since, like, ground was broke early on. There's some amazing work going on. Holy buckets.
There's a lot of things. So if you're talking about the construction right on our campus. Right
near your campus for Bethel
Church.
Church.
That's for Bethel
there.
Church,
right.
Yeah. What a beautiful structure that's going to be.
Absolutely. And major changes going on with Hillcrest as well, too. You
Yes.
guys are going to be...
It's fun. It's a fun time.
It is. So tell us, kind of give us a sneak peek on what's going to be happening.
Well, okay. So as long as we're talking about buildings and things like that. So in November of 2020, we finalized the merge with Morning Sun Christian School, which has been meeting for many years over at the Naz Church. And so we've merged, and we were looking for a building and looking either could we build or find a property that we could repurpose for a school. And as we talked about it, prayed about it, and met with realtors, one of the options that quickly rose to the top was LB Homes Administrative Building.
Right. Former Eisenhower
The
School.
Former Eisenhower. So
it's
we kind of
full circle.
Yeah, we laugh a little bit that we were praying for a building and God gave us a school. So that construction is currently underway. The demo is done, and then the repurposing or remodeling of the classrooms is nearly done, and we're hoping we'll be all the construction should be done in about a month and a half, I think.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So then will you move into classrooms starting for the fall of
Absolutely.
2022?
Yep.
That
We
is so
don't have a
exciting.
date yet. We'll let you know when it happens, but we're planning a big open house, and we want the community to come and celebrate with us. That'll be sometime this summer when we have everything all set up and ready to go.
Oh, that's exciting. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
it's so fun.
And Carrie, what's happening in your world with Hillcrest these days?
So I am the Alumni Relations Coordinator at Hillcrest. And so that means that once somebody graduates from Hillcrest, I take care of them. And we want to incorporate a time of connection and belonging for them once they've been at Hillcrest, that just continues on through their life. And so we love to take care of the kids while they're here, but we want them to know that Hillcrest is always their home. Fergus Falls is always their home, and there's always something to come back to. So one of the events that we have coming up soon that we want to share with the community is the Hillcrest Invitational Basketball Tournament.
The HIT is
Yes,
back.
HIT is
HIT
back.
is back. Woo-hoo.
It's been on
So
a
excited.
hiatus for 2 years because of COVID, but we are back for our 53rd annual HIT tournament. So Hillcrest has been in Fergus Falls for 87 years. We've
That's
had this
amazing.
basketball tournament now. This will be our 53rd. So it is quite a tradition. And as we've looked back at its history, it began in 1967, and it's been going on. It's had up to 62 teams at different years on the height of the tournament. We don't yet know how many teams will be there this year, but registration is open and they're coming in every day. But bringing in 62 teams, we figure that's like almost bringing like 1,000 people into the community for the weekend and
Which is
hitting
fantastic.
restaurants and hotels and
Shopping.
Yeah, it's just
All of it.
wonderful. So we're looking forward to this April 8th and 9th. It's a Friday, Saturday tournament. About 150 basketball games happen in about 24 hours.
Wow.
But so much goes on beyond basketball. There is just fellowship and connecting and belonging, and that's what we want to give back to the community and to our alumni. So we're just excited about bringing this tournament back and looking forward to it. And of course, all the information about the tournament is on our website and can be found there. And so people who are interested in knowing more can sure check it out.
That is fantastic. And, we just want to extend that warm welcome to all of those basketball players, whether they're good or maybe not so good. They're welcome to participate.
I was always on the not so good teams.
Me too.
We came from New Jersey. When I was living in New Jersey, we came to be part of this tournament.
And I think there are so many of those great stories of folks, Hillcrest alumni, their students coming to Fergus Falls for the first time or coming back to Fergus Falls. And many of them starting businesses, many of them helping to grow our community and really being a great part of our community. So thank you for the many years of not just the HIT, 53 years of the Hillcrest Invitational Tournament, but also, almost 100 years of Hillcrest serving students and serving the community. They just bring so many fond memories back to our community too. So
well, and Lisa, I would love to tell you, just this morning I was digging through some research and some, what's the story with coming to Fergus Falls? And I'm just excited to look into that stuff. And here I was reading a paragraph in a book, and the Chamber of Commerce of Fergus Falls did a fundraising campaign in 1935. They started on the first day that Hillcrest opened its doors in the castle.
Wow.
They started, and by October 27th, they had raised $1,000 to help pay for the remodeling of the building and gave it to Hillcrest to help cover the costs. They were so encouraged that Hillcrest would come and open this school. It wasn't named Hillcrest at the time. It was still called Lutheran Bible School.
Wow.
The name didn't change until the 40s. But $1,000 in 1935 would be like $20,000 today. And
That's
the
huge.
Chamber donated that to Hillcrest to encourage them as they remodeled the building.
Well, amazing partnerships that we have. And speaking of amazing partnerships, Carrie, I'm going to have you swing the microphone to Natalia. Natalia Bowman's got some Hillcrest connections. She is also the CEO and president of Greater Fergus Falls. Again, helping bringing new businesses to our community, and will be the host of our Chamber Cafe March 10th. So, Natalia, quickly, what's happening with Greater Fergus Falls?
Thank you, Lisa. It's good to be here and to share company with Hillcrest. Yeah. It's great. We're so happy to see your growth in the community too, and look forward to the attraction opportunities that you're bringing. So yes, we have, there's a lot of development and growth happening as far as startups go, business expansions, redevelopments. Those have been in the news recently, and so we're looking forward to that spring thaw to see some of those projects come to fruition. But in the meantime, we are going to be launching our business lending workshop. So one of the most commonly asked questions that we receive is, I'm looking to start a business, can I get a grant?
Sure.
So while there are some grant opportunities out there, we wanted to really just break down those myths and show the community, whether they're an entrepreneur, a startup, an early stage entrepreneur, or an existing business owner, what realistic opportunities out there exist for financing. So we'll kick that off. It's going to be part of our Finance Fridays initiative. So every Friday in March, we will be doing a live stream to our Facebook page at Greater FFMN at 12 noon for about 30 minutes. We'll be featuring different community leaders to talk about state or local, regional, and state financing opportunities for all of those businesses. So we'll have Bremer talk about new market tax credits for new construction projects. Greg Wagner with West Central Initiative will be talking about the different loans and grant opportunities that they have. And then Clara Beck with the city will be talking about low interest economic development loan programs. But I'll kick it off with some grants and bust those myths about grants, and really just provide kind of an overview of the different initiatives and programming that we provide free and confidential to help with that financial preparedness for those businesses as well. So we're focused on financing in March.
Finance Fridays in March with Greater Fergus Falls. You'll be able to find out more on the Greater Fergus Falls website, their Facebook page, check out the Chamber's website, or tune in with us for Virtual Chamber Cafe on March 10th, where you can get more information from organizations like you've heard today, including Greater Fergus Falls, and a chance for free breakfast. We are already out of time. It's been Chamber on the Air. We will see you again or talk to you again in April. Have a great week, everyone.